Okay, in honor of Mother's Day, we are going to draw a beautiful sunflower for directed drawing. This takes a long time to color in, especially if you want to add all the details, so take your time. And then on Mother's Day, you could give your beautiful flower drawing to your mom. So what I would do is I would grab all the colors you're going to need. First, you're going to need the yellows, orange, different shades of brown if you have some. You're going to need some green, different shades of green, and different shades of blue for the background. You could use either colored pencils or crayons or markers or watercolors, whichever medium you would like to choose. I use colored pencils for this drawing. Okay, so we're going to start. You're going to need a plain piece of paper and your pencil. So when we start with our sunflower, we want the sunflower to pretty much take up the whole entire piece of paper. So we're going to draw a big circle. It's going to look like a chocolate chip cookie. So you can draw a big circle in the middle of your paper, just like that. And to add some details to it, you're just going to do simple little C's. Some could be circles or O's, but just all over, just to add detail of the middle of the sunflower. Okay, so I think that's about that. And so then we're going to start drawing the petals. It's going to go all the way around your paper. So we're just going to have 2 layers. The first layers is going to be pretty much, you're going to draw, it's going to look like leaves, but there are petals. So you're going to start anywhere, it doesn't matter where you start. So you're just going to start from the edge around that middle part of your sunflower. So I'm going to just draw around. And it doesn't matter about the size. It could be whatever size you would like. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to shift my paper. Sometimes it's easier to shift as you draw. So it's kind of like you're making mini little triangles around the circle. Okay. And it's okay if you have a space between there. That's not a big deal. Okay, so all the way around. Just like that. So that's the first layer. Now the second layer, you're just gonna go behind the first layer of petals. And then you're just gonna show that it's just peeking. You're gonna have little peeking petals. And you're gonna make sure you're gonna fill it all the way around the sunflower. And it's behind the first layer. Okay, all the way around, just like that. And a little bit right there. Okay, so there's my sunflower. So we're gonna add a stem, and I think there's a little bit more space on this side, so I'm actually gonna flip it over. And what I'm gonna do is, you could draw a stem just straight up, but I think I wanna draw mine on a curve. So here we go, we're gonna start here, and you're just gonna draw a curve here, and make sure you get the other part of the stem about there. And that's it. There's your sunflower. The fun part is coloring it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this. To make your sunflower pop like it's coming out of the paper, you're gonna have to outline it. We used to do this in directed drawing in school. So you're gonna get your dark brown, or if you just have a regular brown, that's fine. So whatever brown you have, the darkest shade you have, you're gonna use that. And what you're gonna do is this. You are going to outline the entire flower, okay? So you're gonna outline the petals, and you're gonna add lines in the middle of each of the first layer of petals. So you're gonna go all the way around. See I'm doing that? All the way around. So you're gonna be outlining even the second layer of petals. So I'm gonna go all the way around my flower, and I'm adding that line there, so that's part of the petal. Just like that, and that's okay if you're not exactly on the line. Okay. Trust me, your moms will love this beautiful flower. And like I said, take your time, don't rush. It took me a while to color my first picture of the sunflower that I showed you before this. It took me a long time because I wanted it to make it nice and detailed. So I took breaks because sometimes your hands get a little bit tired from all that coloring because of all that good work that you're doing. Okay, so there you go. I outlined the petals. So now I'm going to go inside and outline the inside of my sunflower, so that circle all the way around. This way too, and also your little C's and O's and U's, whatever you did to make the inside. So once that is all done, then we could start coloring. So for this part, I just used the same brown, and I started dark, work my way towards the center. Okay, and that's going to be colored in all the way. Okay, just like that. Sometimes I like to color with it and follow the curve to make it look rounder. So you just shift your paper as you color, just like that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there so we can move on to the petals, okay? So with the petals, now that we nicely outlined everything, you're gonna grab your orange crayon pencil, okay? And this is gonna be the part where you work the darkest, okay? So you're gonna color, you don't fill in the whole petal, just parts of it. And you're just gonna shade in where you think you want them. Even underneath on the second layer of the petals, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna work your way all the way around. Like I said, take your time. So I'll do this last petal just to show you. So let's say the whole sunflower is colored. Then you're gonna grab your yellow, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your yellow and you're gonna color over it. And you could color lightly, dark and light, okay? So let's say you did that. It's not really blending in as much as I would like it to, okay? So now I'm gonna grab my orange again, and I'm gonna crosshatch. I'm gonna go the opposite direction, and I'm gonna work my way and start coloring lightly. So you do that for all the petals, all the way around, okay? And if you want, you could add a little bit of brown to the petal, just like that. Okay, so let's pretend that's all done. Then we're gonna work on our stem. So you can do the exact same thing. And I'm gonna color dark over here because it's kind of like the shadow of the petal underneath. And the stem could have some creases, some marks right there. And then you're gonna color over it with a different shade of green. Okay, so let's say that's done. Then you're gonna have to color your background. You can do whatever color you want, but I like the blue. I like to show the blue because it's a nice contrast between yellow and blue. It contrasts each other. Okay, so I use 2 shades of blue. So this is kind of like a sky blue. I love this color. So you're gonna have to work your way all the way around the sunflower. So you color this way. Let's say you color the entire flower, the background of the flower. Then I get my darker blue. Then I go over parts of it. And that's it. So when you are finished, you are going to have a complete, beautiful sunflower picture just like that. Save it, okay? And give it to your mom for Mother's Day. This is a beautiful, beautiful sunflower that I'm sure she will love to hang. Okay, well, thank you for your attention today.